As a reminder, this week in math, we are talking about even and odd numbers. So we talked about how we know a number is even if every object or person can have a partner. So you try to pair them up, no one's left out. But if the number is odd when you're trying to pair everything up, one item is going to be left out. We also talked about how if it's an even number, we can make two equal groups. If it's an odd number, when you're trying to make your groups, one person, again, is going to be left out. We could see it down here in the Lego people. When it's odd, one person's left out. And today we're focusing on the math facts we can use for even and odd numbers. If it's an even number, there should be a doubles fact for it. So like 8, 4 plus 4 is a doubles fact that gives us 8, and that shows those two equal groups that you can make with 8. Now, if it's odd, the reason it's doubles plus 1 is because we've talked about there's always that one person or thing left out. Well, you can make doubles to get to the number right before it, and then add 1 to get to that odd number. So with 7, the number right before it is 6, and the doubles fact for 6 is 3 plus 3. So if we add 1 more, then we'll get 7. So 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7, which is making me think that the number before an odd number is always even. I wonder if we can find some other patterns if we look at a hundreds chart. So here we have a hundreds chart where all of the even numbers have been highlighted in blue. So let's look for some patterns. So I'm noticing that I can skip count by 2 and go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. And that makes sense since we already talked about you should be able to skip count by 2 to get to a number if it's even. I'm also noticing that there are columns that are blue. And if I look at each column like this one, the digit in the ones place is the same. All of these numbers have 2 in the ones place. In this column, all of the numbers have 4 in the ones place. This one has 6 in the ones place, 8 in this column, and 0 in this column. Which makes me think when we're trying to decide if a number is even or odd, we should be focusing on the ones place. So it doesn't matter what's in the tens place, hundreds place, or even what the thousands place. We need to focus on the ones place. Because even if we have 1,001 people, that 1 at the end is going to make it odd. So we need to focus on the ones place and see, does it end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8? Any number that has 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 in the ones place, we know is even. Now, last year, my class had a really interesting discussion about what about just 0? Is 0 even or odd? And that can be tricky because you're like, well, 0 is nothing. But the rule for an even number is that everyone should be able to have a partner and no one's left out. Well, if you got nothing, no one's left out. And so that's the best logic for concluding that 0 is an even number. Looking at a hundreds chart where the odd numbers are highlighted, we can see that the columns that were white on that evens chart are now highlighted. And this shows what I was mentioning earlier, that it must be that before every even number is an odd number. So it goes back and forth. It goes odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. So when we're trying to come up with those doubles plus 1 equations, we can think about the number right before it, come up with that doubles fact, and then add just 1 to come up with the doubles plus 1 fact for the odd number. And odd numbers, again, we're focused on the digit in the ones place, are going to have 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 in the ones place. So I have a bunch of clothespins here, and I want to figure out if I got an even or odd amount, and then I want to write a doubles or doubles plus 1 equation to match the number. So to figure out if it's even or odd, I'm going to go ahead and use that strategy we used on Monday and just pair up the objects to see if I can do it without having any leftover. And it looks like I can. So I'm going to skip count by 2 to figure out how many clothespins I have. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, so now I want to figure out a doubles equation since it's even to go with 12. Well, you might already know it just because you've had them memorized. Or looking at the clothespins, I can think of, all right, how can I make two equal groups? Well, they happen to actually be in rows and columns right now. I accidentally made an array, so I can just separate them like this. And now I got one group here, oops, and one group here. Now it looks like each group has 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. So I can write 6 plus 6 equals 12. Now I have some starbursts that I want to figure out if I have an even or odd amount of, which, by the way, I'm sad I don't get to share with you guys anymore. So next year, definitely stop by my room so I can give you the starbursts that were meant for you all. So let's figure it out. Let's go ahead and try making some pairs again. Oh no, one starburst left out. So I know I have an odd amount of starbursts. And to count it, I'm going to skip counting by 2 until I get to that one left out. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That one more is 9. So the strategy we can figure out for our doubles plus 1 equation is saying, all right, what's the number right before 9? It's 8. So what's the doubles fact for 8? Separate that 8 into 4 and 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Add that 1, it'll be 9. So our doubles plus 1 fact is 4 plus 4 plus 1 equals 9.
Miss Bahar has 21 students in her class. Can everyone have a partner? Explain how you know. If the number is even, write an equation to express the number as a sum of 2 equal addends. Okay, so she has 21 students in her class. Let's see. I remember from the first slide that if a number has a 1 in the ones place, it is odd. So I'm assuming this is odd, but I'm still going to prove it just to make sure. Okay. So I can also just do with my base 10 blocks. 10, 20, 21. So not even. My prediction was correct. It is actually odd because this group has 11, this group has 10. So that ain't fair. And not everyone can have a partner. So 21 is odd because one person would be left out. Sad. Okay. Miss Candleberry's class has 24. Miss Candleberry has 24 students in her class. Can everyone have a partner? Explain how you know. If the number is even, write an equation to express this number as a sum of 2 equal addends. Okay, so I could just look at the ones place. I know that there's a 4 in the ones place, so that tells me I'm predicting that this number is even. But I'm going to still draw it out just in case. So I'm going to put everyone with a partner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, oops, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Was everyone able to have a partner? Yes, everyone got a partner. So 24, once again, is even. And we know that the sum of 2 equal addends, the doubles fact, is 12 plus 12 equals 24. Rock stars! We killed it. All right, time for guided. 2 friends are sharing 18 Legos. Can they each get an equal number of Legos? Explain how you know. If the number is even, write an equation to express the number as a sum of 2 equal addends. Pause. Welcome back. So we have to figure out if 18 is even or odd. And so what I'm going to do, well, first I'm going to make a prediction. I think 18 is even because I know that there's an 8 in the ones place. So I'm going to now prove it. So let's see, they're each sharing 18 Legos. So this friend will get 1, this friend will get 1. So now I've done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Were they each able to get the same amount? Let's see. This one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one got 9, and this one got 9. They were both able to get the same amount. So that tells me that 18 is Even. 18. Oops, that was ugly. 18 is even. No. Can't do that. It's just too ugly. We have to make sure our work is neat. 18 is even. And now I need to write my number as a sum of two equal addends. So what plus what? The same two numbers make 18. Well, we just proved it right here. 9 plus 9. So my two equal addends, my doubles fact is 9 plus 9 equals 18. And there you have it. We proved that 18 is even. Killing it.